Hi everyone, so today we're going to talk about how internet traps work. And in order to do that, I decided to show you something that I experienced today morning. Um, it was crazy and fun, so I thought let me just share that thing with you. Um, to give you a little bit of background, this works under the context of native advertising. It's allowed, it's legal to that extent, but it's just a way for you to identify so that you don't fall in this trap as well. Now I'm going to give you a quick example of to what extreme does it actually go, because there are genuine brands who are actually doing native advertising and it actually helps the brand, it helps the consumer as well, but it's not always the case. And I'm going to show you the evil side of it also on how do you identify it, right? So let's get started. So first I'm going to shift to the Chrome browser. All right. So now that I'm on the Chrome browser, I'm just gonna. So what I was doing today morning was I looked at searching for the lockdown extension because that is something that's happening right now. So I just googled lockdown extension. Let me just type that. Yeah. So as soon as I basically hit lockdown extension, I found an article that's right up that you can see, and I clicked on Economic Times, India Times lockdown extension, right? So it came out 10 hours ago. I clicked on that, and I saw all these ads, right? So I'll show you where the native ads actually reside. They actually reside at the bottom of the article. Now, why are they actually called native ads? They're called native ads because they look like as though they are part of the article. Uh, they are not, but they actually look like they are a part of the article, and that's the reason why they're called native ads. So I just went down right here to check. So yeah, so you can see that there are some ads like even this one is a native article, native ad. It's from Keto. I'm aware of the site, but when I went further down, I found things like these. Domino's ex-employee writes the most epic resignation. Zomato employee destroys his motorcycle after this. Flipkart warehouse worker quits his job after this. And I wanted to investigate. I wanted to actually show you how these look. So it says from around the web. So it looks like an article, right? So just like on the articles on the right, it looks like an article here as well. And you can see this as well. You can see DMart cashier quit his job to best possible way, and Domino's employee writes most epic. So this is very similar. These two of them are very similar. So I said, okay, let me just open up and click it, and I'll show you what happened. So I'm just going to open up all of them right now, okay, so that we don't lose a lot of time on this. Yeah. So now you've seen all of these. These are all different ads. They come from different sites. You can see that it says Royal Hub Life, it says Deep Sea Site, it says Indian Broads Best. These are ads by different people. Daily Blog Best, Depot Blog. So that's where these ads come from, right? And what you get to see over here is you can see exactly what they say. Domino's ex-employee writes the most epic toilet paper resignation letter ever. It's an interesting thing. Um, it's an interesting thing for you to check out. But that's not something that's actually happening, right? So if you go down, this is what you get to see. So it looks like a real story, okay? And just hold on for a second. It looks like a real story. It's got all the kind of promotions it requires. Let me just hide off this one, right? So it's got all the kind of promotions it has. You can see that there is a casino here that looks like an ad, and then suddenly you see that it's like playing live casino blackjack. But if you notice that this is actually a story where he's saying that okay, this person actually won a Leo Vegas casino, which is this one, and um, that's the reason why he wrote that kind of letter, and the money came to his bank account, which is an HDFC account, and you get everything over here, right? So, and then it suddenly says that okay, most popular games that are there, and then you have limited time offer, and you get money immediately, recommend deposit right now kind of thing. And what I noticed was this is something interesting. So have a look at this. It says limited time offer, open to players from India until 10th April 2020. This is not even an actual timeline. What it's actually today. So as you can see over here, it's today. As you take your mouse outside, there is this pop-up that comes, right? So it's crazy. There's a pop-up that comes, and if you notice this, it says 10th April. 10th April is today, and you'll be like, oh, I gotta hurry. If this person can do it, then actually it makes sense, and I'm almost out of time, right? So what you do is, what I did was, I didn't just look at that. I looked at right click on inspect element, right? So when you do inspect element, you can actually see if this date is even real. So as you can see over here, it says span class 10th April 2020, and over here you can see where the link goes to, which is forwarding.vip. This is not even a site that is anyway connected to where I came from. And then over here you have insert date today, which is inside script, which means that this is JavaScript and it's dynamically generated. So if you come to this page tomorrow, you're going to see tomorrow's date. If you come to the page day after tomorrow, you're going to see day after tomorrow's date. And that's how this page actually works, right? It's crazy, it's creepy, but that's how it is. The next thing that you see is 64 comments. And these are not even real comments, because here's the thing. When you have a real comment, you cannot really put a link over here, because if you notice here, there is a link, right? This is a comment that actually looks like a link. Second, this entire comment section looks like as though it's a Facebook comment. Well, actually it's not. It's been designed to make you look and feel that it's a Facebook comment, but it's not. So, and then there is this person who's actually responding to that person, right? So it actually gives you a feel factor, and then suddenly you see these comments, which is leave a reply. Another thing that I noticed was that if when you have a look at this, you have this bit over here that says that okay, so many people actually saw it, and you tend to believe that, oh, maybe so many people have actually seen it, so it appears to be real. It isn't. Let me show you how. So I'm just going to keep this open here, and I'm going to head over to DMart Cashier quit his job. This is our second one that we looked at, right? We looked at DMart Cashier quit his job on Economic Times. That's the ad that we saw. I'm just going to click on that, and you can see this. So have a look at this article and tell me what's actually the difference. It's exactly the same. The only person that's changed over here is Neil Deshmukh. I can go back. It pops up the same kind of an ad. I can go back here, and over here you can see it is Sharad Deshmukh, and over here you will see it is Neil Deshmukh. Interesting, isn't it? So you can see Sharad Deshmukh from Bangalore, and over here you'll see Neil Deshmukh. His wife was never one for stability or long-term employment. See this. His wife was never one for stability or long-term employment. Same thing, I can look at Hyderabad. All the images are different, but when you look at it closely, everything is the same. Over here you have another Sharad Deshmukh. Apparently, this person has worked in multiple companies altogether, right? So, and you can see all of them. His wife was never one for stability or long term. So he's the same guy, but this time he's working for Flipkart, right? And similarly, we can look at Zomato. All the images, again, all the images are different, and he destroys his motorcycle, and then these are all clickbait like headlines. They make you click. They're like, oh, this happened, that happened, and because of that, you will just click on it. You will come over here, and you'll start, and that's how they kind of induct you into the whole process of uh, of basically making you their business, right? So you might they actually basically convince you to an extent that you can do great things, you can make a lot of money and stuff like that. But actually, over a period of time, what they're trying to do is, or what they're trying to do is lure you in this way. And these are the most dirtiest tricks that are available out there. You run a native ad because there are a lot of people who are actually clicking, who are actually going through the whole process, losing money out there, and then they basically go to another place and they again click on the same thing and commit the same mistake over and over again. Uh, just like a frog trying to jump out of the well, but he actually doesn't. So if you notice over here, again, it's the same link. So no matter what link I click over here, so I have a Domino's ex-employee writes the most epic toilet paper resignation. I've got a DMart cashier accused over arrogance towards customer refuses to quit his job. I've got Hyderabad Flipkart warehouse worker quits his job after info about him gets leaked. Look at the kind of headlines, right? And I got Zomato employee destroys his motorcycle and then abandons it. They are actually targeting the people who are more likely going to do this, who are kind of, frustrated with their jobs, and they want an easy life. That's basically what their target audience is, and they know that there are a lot of people out there. And look at this image. Domino's ex-employee writes the most epic toilet paper. Same uh, approach to writing, but this is what comes with it. And then I saw, okay, so this is one of the examples. Let's go to the second example, right? So I'm just gonna close all of this. Let's go to the second example. The second example is here. Now they just finished targeting all the men. Now they target. Now let's look at the women, and women are not really the ones who kind of take a risk. So they are now. So this is another approach. They look at on the other side, which is career. How do you make money working from home? And those are the angles. So let's look at those. So here you have shocked to know it's raining money. And I'm going to open all of them. How I make so and so from the place. This is something similar. This is apparently from the university itself. Let me just click on it. Who knows? If it's real, not real. Okay, this one looks very real. So I'm just gonna cancel that. Okay, well, let's look at the ones that don't look real, which is these two. How I make 8,500 per day from home, right? So let's look at that. So here, as you land, it's career times one. You came from economic times, so it's more likely for you to believe that this is a genuine site. It looks genuine as well. And suddenly you see over here it says Poonam Saxena from Bangalore makes 255,000 per month from home, and you won't believe how she does it. And right below that you have the photograph. You have Career Times India. It looks like Economic Times. And on the other hand, you basically go through the whole article, and you're looking at how do you make money from home, and all of those videos as well. Everything looks real until you again start seeing something like this, which is warning offer expires on Friday, 10th April 2020. That's today. Again, if I basically go here and tend to do inspect element, I'm just going to see that. So it's right here. It says script today, and today is this date anyway. But all you have to do is just put the script, and that's how you get to know that it's anyway a scam. So you go down and you get to see PayPal, and you get to see that okay, this is the money she was able to make. And then it has here's how you get started. Go to online cash program, and one of the ways that you can actually track where you're going to go before you go is by looking at the link at the left bottom. So just follow my cursor. Let's follow my pointer. I go right down here. This is the place when I hover the link. This is the place where you actually get it. Right? So if I come over here, I can see over here at the left bottom corner it says freshersvista.com, and this is something that you can get using the Chrome browser. Whenever you use the Chrome browser, you get this. And over here, you can see saying that they're saying online cash program, right? And it's all about jobs. That's basically how you get through it. And immediately after that, you have deposit your earnings by check or direct transfer, work from home, blah blah blah, and you go down and you get to see a lot of this. So the first thing that I noticed in this article was you go on the top, all right, it says 587 comments, okay, and even if you click on it, look at the link that you're going to. You're not even actually going to the original link. You're actually going to another link that's right at the bottom that you can see. And below, even though it says that this article has got 587 comments, you're actually not having that many comments. You just got about 47, right? And look at those 47 comments. So it looks like as though this comment is genuine, and that's how these comments have been put. But the easy way over here, like I said earlier, you cannot put links in comments. Generally, you cannot. Similarly, you cannot make any kind of comment bold. like have a different font as well, right? It's generally not possible. Second, third, they look like as though they are, in this case, they are looking like as though they are blog comments itself, but there are 47 of them, whereas on the top it showed 356. And most of the time you read a lot of these articles, they will have all the way, they will have an angle which is like, I didn't make money. They will have some of them that, okay, this is how you really make money and this is how you really change. And they'll have a firefight in the whole comment thread, and all of this is extremely common. Everything is basically made from a perspective or designed from a perspective that you start getting convinced slowly, because you're going to see a lot of positive comments, a less of negative comments, but that's how it works on your mind, right? So as you can see, all of this is from that perspective, everything. So even if you basically look at the links that are over here, which is the home button, the finance button, the tech button, the media button, all of this looks like a real site. Have a look at the area which I told you at the bottom, which is the left corner. Follow my mouse, which is the left corner. Look at this place when I hover over. So I'm hovering over finance right now, and look at the link. Similarly, look at the link when I go to tech, look at the link when I go to media, look at the link when I go to portfolio. And that's basically, it means that this is a spoof site. It's basically, it's a fictitious site. Now the big question, why does the Economic Times or the Times of India allow such kind of ads that are actually duping people, right? They're not even right. They're actually duping people. So why does TOI do it? Well, they've been actually doing it for a very long time. It's okay for them to do it because they are making money. They don't care about who's actually the loser out here. Honestly, they've been making money in every sphere. Everybody knows that TOI does a lot of money, and pretty much everything is fictitious any which ways, right? So the best point is, the way to actually fight this out is you be more vigilant about what you click, what you don't click, and that's the whole purpose of this video. It's more from an education perspective on how do you not click and how do you not get tempted. So because there is no easy way to make money, you got to educate yourself in trying to figure out what is right and what is wrong and evaluate for yourself. There's no don't believe in just blind luck in this way, because these are not really the truth, because these kind of fictitious pages are actually created by marketers who are like me. And when I go and buy things, when I go and look at reviews, I look at reviews from a perspective of whether I like it. I'm not interested in looking at reviews of other people, because I know that as a marketer, I have done a lot of this kind of work that's out there. Whether it's movie reviews, whether it is product reviews, whether it's any kind of review, it's extremely difficult to actually believe in any reviews out there. And it's primarily because of all of this. You don't know what's fake and what's real. And what matters is um, the integrity, the trust, the value of you actually believing in the product, seeing actually how it works, getting convinced, buy the product. If it doesn't really work, make sure that you have a refund policy in place. So make sure that you have all of this like a checklist so that you are able to track everything from scratch. All right. So that's all as part of this video. I hope you learned something interesting, and I hope this video was exciting. If you want me to continue finding out these kind of tactics, tricks by a lot of marketers, brands, or spoof companies, or whatever, or con artists, just subscribe to my channel. Also share feedback, and I'll help you get some of these investigations done. Whether those things are right, whether those things are just spoof, I'll be able to get a video done as well. Until then, see you until next time. Have a wonderful um, day ahead.